Hey y'all, I am back with the jump off. I am going to read Cardi B. Now, I did get a request to do this, and I typically like to only honor requests from my busted babies, my day ones, because I didn't start this channel just doing requests and stuff like that, but I do read ones, that are relevant. Cardi B is obviously getting ready to come back out and do her thing. She's outside. She's been releasing singles and videos. She's been recently on stage with Madonna. So I'll read her, but I will not ask specifically if she is going to outsell Nicki Minaj, because why? Why would you ask me to read that? The better question would be to ask, is Cardi B going to do well in her music? Not, is she going to do better than somebody else? I don't perpetuate that here. So since I have my oracle cards on my lap and that's not what I intended to start with, I'm going to start with them. All right. Spirit, please allow me, Most High Mother and Father God, to see and talk to the soul, the spirit of Bel Khalees, Cardi B. Cardi, come here. Cardi B, come here. Please, come talk to me and my friends. Cardi B, give me an oracle card. Now that you are getting ready, I suppose, are you getting ready to come out with new music? How's your life going? What are you preparing for? Talk to me about you being outside lately, dropping music. What's in your energy right now, Cardi B? What is your soul focused on right now, Cardi B? I want a message from your soul. Now, when this person first commented and asked me if I could read Cardi B, and I said yes, and I think they asked me about her new era, I instantly heard Spanish music in my head. That just could be because Cardi B is a Latina, but we'll see. Cardi B, what's going on in your soul right now? What does your soul have to say to me? Don't let your past hold you back. How convenient. Because Cardi B has let her past success and her past L's hold her back. Meditate and contemplate is in reverse. She is still doing dark juju. However, this juju she's doing now is a new start is coming for her new start. Cardi B is gearing up to move past her fears and insecurities about releasing music, and she's getting ready to do her big one. All right, Cardi B, talk to me about what you got going on. Where's your soul right now? I know I got don't let your past hold you back. Talk to me about that. Talk to me about why you chose that oracle card to talk to me about. Cardi B. Career, personal, otherwise. Speak from your soul and keep nothing from me. Currently, Cardi is, I think her label is preparing to promote her. I see her doing meetings. I see her label arranging things to prepare her for a rollout. So that situation with Madonna, that was a Atlantic arranged opportunity. And they will be arranging other things to prepare for her rollout. That's currently what's going on. Challenging her, though, is, for one, I think Cardi is nervous about coming out of her hiatus and releasing a new project. I think that, again, challenging her is the hype that she has created for herself in the past, she has to live up to. I also think that her label is letting her know that this is our last ditch effort on you, because you kind of self-sabotaged yourself and made us lose a lot of money in the process by being too afraid to be the celebrity that we hired you to be. Sorry, y'all. In the recent past, Cardi B had a come to Jesus moment about her rollout. I do think that she was waiting to see what direction Nicki Minaj was going to go in. I think I said that in a previous reading when Nicki Minaj first came out, and then I think that same week, a day or so later, Cardi B came out online, maybe foaming at the mouth with Offset or something like that. I mentioned that they were waiting to see what direction Nicki was going to go in, so they'll know what direction to put Cardi in. And I think that they've had time after Nicki Minaj came out. She's made her move. She's gone on tour. Cardi B feels like, okay, now I'm confident about coming back out. Now I'm ready. And her team is like, all right, you're ready now. We'll do this rollout. I do think, though, that Cardi B has label obligations. At some point, she was going to have to do what she was hired to do. Whether she prolonged it forever or not, at some point, Cardi B had no choice. In the near future, Cardi B is going to be outside. She's going to be, out, gearing up for her rollout, which means while she's been low-key lately, while she hasn't been releasing music, she'll be releasing things. She'll be online. She'll be out and about. She'll be outside. Cardi B would be outside in the near future. Crowning her, the lovers. I would like to say that Cardi B is in a good place in some type of partnership, or that's a part of her new era. Four of Cups in reverse. This is the offer that Cardi B has turned down. She's ignoring. Now, this could be a collaboration also in the lovers. This could also not be a romantic relationship. This could be a collaboration that is being offered to her. Maybe she doesn't really want to do it for some reason. Current actions and current advice. Cardi B is getting over her fears and anxieties about coming back outside. External to her, Cardi B is gearing up for her rollout. The Knight of Pentacles. She has things prepared. She has things coming up. Cardi B is coming. In her hopes and fears, Cardi B is still concerned about her music failing. Challenging her, though, in the final outcome, I see some challenges to her rollout. And I'll clarify what those challenges are in a second. Cardi B doesn't want to do certain songs with certain people anymore, or certain people don't want to do certain songs with Cardi B anymore. I think that she could possibly even be having issues securing features with other artists, even other lesser artists. There's something about dirty business, dirty contracts, or these other artists feeling like after they work with Cardi, they got the short end of the stick. They were done wrong somehow. Possibly. Present position with the Hierophant. I think that's her and her meetings with her label, the label getting behind her. Now this looks like a tour or an album rollout. I don't know if this has anything to do with Nicki Minaj's tour. I don't know if there's a plan or talks for Cardi B to also release an album and go on a tour. Possibly. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Let me see what comes out behind that. I see that Cardi B has to make up for a lot of music that she didn't put out, a lot of things that she didn't do in her career. I also think that there was a certain direction that Cardi B's team was going to take her in for her rollout. Now that Nicki Minaj is on tour and she's almost out of the way, it's okay for Cardi B to come out. But I feel like there's going to be I do see, I have to take this in a different direction because of what's on the bottom of the deck. I do see orchestrated situations, and then they backfire, and then Cardi and her team lies about their intentions for what they did. I see that on the bottom of the deck. So I do think, let me look into this world, because that could be Cardi's rollout or that could be a tour. I don't know if there's conversations about creative direction, conflicting conversations about creative direction. They don't want to allow Cardi to have too much input because they're footing the bill, and their history with her financially isn't so great. I also see, because Atlantic did business with Nicki Minaj and things in the industry are in Nicki Minaj's favor, there's some issue with who is going to be contracted to work on Cardi B's rollout. I think that they want to also do the whole smear campaign thing online, hiring blogs, reaching out to bloggers and influencers. The whole hate train thing that they did before, but a lot of people aren't on that anymore. They don't want to do that anymore, even though they're being paid and offered to do so, to turn the tide of conversations in Cardi B's favor and away from Nicki Minaj. Challenging the Hermit in reverse. I see that Cardi's decision to go on hiatus and not work cost the label a lot of money. I see that their decision to do this with her is their last-ditch effort because they are spending, again, more than they recouped, even from the beginning. I know she did commercially well, but that's because commercially there was a lot of money spent in order for her to be a commercial success. In order to attach her permanently to Nicki Minaj or the likes of Nicki Minaj, they had to spend a lot of money to gloss, glisten, shine her up, and make her a mainstay. And they had to grease a lot of palms to get people to welcome her in. And so that's why she owes them. Because even though she had a commercial success, we didn't see how much they spent to get her there. And so the decision to reinvest into her, even though they're weary about it because of their initial investment, I think they're saying, Cardi, this is it. You probably could have made us more money back if you weren't so scared and hermited yourself off. So no, this is it or else. Hangman reverse or else. Because you can't get out of these contractual obligations, even if you just try to prolong things. Judgment in the recent past, her decision to come outside. I see a budget. Once she said, okay, I'm ready, and once the label said, bet, we've been waiting for you, now come on, here's the budget. And I see that they did give her a nice size budget. However, Two of Cups in reverse, the King of Wands. I don't know if Offset can be a part of the picture going forward. I don't know if the budget is contingent upon her and Offset breaking up, or that's the direction they were taking it in the past. Again, I think that they may be changing directions with her, but in the recent past, the rollout was her Lemonade era. And I said this in her reading before, her Lemonade era. So they were getting ready to start releasing things for a Cardi B and Offset breakup. Her being, left out hurt while her husband was, just ruthless and out. They were going to really put the bad PR on Offset for her rollout in the past. In the near future, 8 of Wands. I see she has a new song that she either is going to release, since this is in the near future, a new song or a new video or a new something. I think it could be a single. They could say that she wrote it, freestyled it, possibly. I see the Justice in reverse behind this new project, though. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There's something nasty about that. I don't know if she's going to steal credits from a songwriter and say that she wrote it, and in the contract also be credited as the songwriter when she had. And I see that this is why people avoid working with her in exchange for Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj. No, I see somebody being paid to go against Nicki Minaj and maybe talk about her husband, something like that. But something about her new song. Why is there a tower moment? It's like she's going to get herself into something and she's going to want to get out of it. But it's going to be too late because it already went left for her. I don't know. I see them approaching a writer. I see whatever this project is, there'll be some confusion and some conflicts about writing situation and the creation of the song behind the scenes. Let me look into this Knight of Pentacles. I see Cardi is doing juju on her competition again to prepare for her rollout. This is what she does, the High Priestess and the Moon. With the 5 of Wands reverse, she's trying to knock out all her competition vis-a-vis juju. That beef with Bia comes to mind. Even though that played out in the public, that was a spiritual endeavor, and that turned out in Cardi B's favor. Even though I think that Bia is known as the better artist lyrically, it's because Cardi B has the bigger star power, but that is part of the juju, knocking out her competition, because her song is favored just off the sake of her being Cardi B, but that's a part of Cardi B's juju. If any celebrity girls, any rap girls are watching this, and you are a peer of Cardi B, you are a threat. She doesn't want any of you girls to be able to put out any music while she's getting ready for her rollout, or have any success. She does pay a lot of attention to her competition, and she does see them as superior to her. I think that she sees the positive reception the better artists get, the better girls get, and she feels bad about it. She feels left out about it. She's not making any money. She's seen as the fraud in the industry. the one that's not really supposed to be in hip hop. So she's looking at girls that she feels are better artists than her lyrically. All the awards she has, they don't satisfy her. And I don't see a situation at an award show for real. I see a conversation between her and, let me find him again, the King of Cups. Her and her friend, the blogger Ken Bardi. Yes. To stir up some confusion and drama. She told Ken Bardi to, pretend. Now, if not Ken Bardi, this is who she was pretending that she was on the phone with. I don't see that she really was on the phone with any one of her friends or anyone. I see an unsuccessful attempt to stir up drama, but people clock it. However, it's a part of her rollout. Again, girls, I see Cardi B doing juju to knock the competition out of the way. She don't want y'all to be able to release no music. Let me look into this lover's card before I go to the final outcome to see if this is a collaboration or a relationship. This is something new. I need something new with a man. 3 of Swords in reverse. This could be a new man who wants to be with Cardi. I think he is willing to pay Cardi and give her, I think he wants to sponsor Cardi. I don't think Cardi wants to talk to him. She's not interested or attracted in him. She avoids him even though he can offset a lot of her load. I don't think she's ready yet to completely end her marriage. But there is a suitor that Cardi B has that I don't think she's really interested in. This is an Emperor. I think he's stiff competition because of his money. 4 of Cups on the bottom though. She wants to work things out with her husband because they have kids together. Cardi B seems to be a traditional Latina in that way. She wants to be with her husband, the father of her children. She wants to work it out, so she turns this other man down, even at the expense of not having the luxuries that he could afford her. Final outcome, 3 of Wands in reverse, Cardi B. Whatever challenge you're going to encounter in your future plans, it'll be because of you. This Temperance could be Nicki Minaj because she's a Sagittarius, and this is a Sagittarius card. She's a major arcana because she's Nicki Minaj. I think one of your strategies is going to try to come for her, and it's not going to work because she could possibly ignore it. Again, I see offers to pay influencers or bloggers or online people behind the scenes to talk negatively about her, and these people possibly not wanting to. The majority of them don't want to do that anymore. Let me look into the 8 of Swords. I think that she thinks that it will work out in her favor and people will see her as the just one in the situation, but people will not. I think it will backfire on her. I think that Nicki Minaj is being given her flowers in the industry. I said that in my reading where I said I accidentally read Nicki Minaj. And so there is a stop to how much damage Cardi B can try to do at this point behind the scenes. I see attempts to end her. before. All right, you guys. That's what I got. Love you. Bye. Hey, Jaden. Sorry, I got one more thing to say in regards to that. Don't let your past hold you back. This means, and this is to also the subscriber that asked if she would outsell Nicki Minaj. I don't know. But what I do know is that the spirits want Cardi B to focus on Cardi B doing the best that she can and not competing with Nicki Minaj, because I do see that as a strategy in the future that's going to backfire. So what she needs to do is find herself as an artist and be that, and learn from the L's she's taken in the past and also the wins. I do not think those will be repeated as easily. So I don't know if she'll outsell her, but I think for you and for Cardi B, that should not be her focus anymore, making her career about being better than someone who has been established. I think that she should focus. She would do the most success in her career by finding her own lane of success and organically growing in that. All right, guys, that's that.